So guys, today with the trap bar deadlift, I had a very positive experience because some lifts I was not able to do last week, I did easily this week. So it was really nice to have those feelings of power. And as I always say, I had to keep my ego on the leash because again, once you feel like that, you just feel like going further and further and further. While now the name of the game is patience. So at this moment, just doing those 3 reps with 6 plates on each side felt fast, felt good. The grip was really tight. I can't even describe how it feels. So it's very good, and it just gives a nice idea of how it's gonna look next week when I'm even gonna go further. But it's just not a rush. Today the max was we went with 6 plates and 10 on each side. And at the same time, I was not truly thinking that I could go for my 3 reps. It was more like, let me test, and then if I can get and squeeze 1 rep, 2 reps out of it, I'll be happy. But finally, we ended up being able to do 3 reps, which is considerable if we take into consideration that last week I was barely able to do 1 rep. So really happy about the trap bar deadlift today. We also did some hip thrusts today on the same machine I used last week. My hip is a very important joint. I want to be more efficient at using it. And at the same time, sometimes there's some injuries I think I had in the past that were caused by maybe the lack of balance, on both of my legs. As I'm trying to get, more explosive, more athletic, I think I should never neglect my hip again. So doing the hip thrust is a very nice movement. Then just beside the hip thrust machine, there was that other machine to work on the side of the glute. When you move fast, sometimes you don't have the time to feel each muscle working. So when you try to go slower, you use machines that are isolating some muscles, it's very good because you do feel your body. And then if you're really smart with it, then you can really be able to use it at your advantage. This is the exact thing that I told myself in my mind. I was like, wow, I never felt that muscle before. So if you never felt it, were you able to use it at 100% of its capacity? Of course not. But now that I am aware of it, maybe there's a way for me to use it and put it to the test and work with it. Today we decided to do unilateral farmer carries. It was motivated by being more diverse in our approach, not only working, both sides at the time, just getting the feeling of having to balance, work with the core. We didn't use, those long bars to do the farmer carries. We only used the dumbbells. Started with, I think, 95, went up to 110, trying to challenge myself. And then I even went up in weight to go with the 150s. So that's a good way to work with. What I like about farmer carries is it's something that makes you strong. It's something that works on your grip, traps, balance. The name of the game is also gravity. Like, we're trying to beat gravity. That's my goal. If you're more efficient at dealing with gravity, then you just become a more powerful being. Today the plank, really nice. Today I decided to challenge myself because I have one good friend. When I did my internship back in the days at Tennessee with the volunteers, there was a guy there, really strong, man, and good core, a good friend of mine. And he would always challenge me because he wouldn't be as big as me, but he would be very strong with everything core related. And he would push me to add some weight, put more plates, and he would last for 5-6 minutes with a lot of weight on his back. Today, inspired by him, I decided to go up to 3 plates for a good minute and then reduce the weight to still be able to do my 90 seconds, so a minute and a half. Honestly, I feel just like this workout was a clutch one. Everything was smooth, fluid. I felt like the jump from last week has been made pretty fluidly, so it was very nice. We did some Pallof Press today. Again, I don't know if it's something worth mentioning, but I did have a PR today, so personal record on the Pallof Press, which is funny. The machines there have a good weight ratio. So if you put 120 pounds, this is what you're truly getting. So today I think I managed to go to 125 pounds for 10 reps on each side. It's not perfect. Again, the reason why is that I'm not lacking in strength. It's more the stability. The feet are sometimes slipping a little bit on the floor, so that makes it a little bit harder to perform. But at the same time, it should be an excuse. And what I'm truly trying to build by using the Pallof press is that rigidity. Like, I want to be robust. I want to be able to sustain impact and brace and be able to, have a good control over my core. If I need to rotate in one direction, I want to be able to do it, right? I want to be powerful. So the Pallof press is a very good way to challenge your body to not rotate against the resistance, and then also push in that other direction at the chest level. So it's very good. I think that the weekends are a good time for me to rest because obviously the kids are at home, and I'm trying to be a better dad, to be honest. Like, I think that we just came back, all of the family, from a trip to Barbados, and while we were there, I did, because normally, the kids are at daycare, and the last time we had a chance to do a trip, we were just going on a couple trip. So now going with the whole family made me realize how much, during the day, I don't know my kids. They go to some places where there's very nice people taking care of them, by the way, but still, it's good to connect with them. There's stuff sometimes we feel so in a rush, you come back, you go get the kids, then it's just a rush to put them down because you want to have your me time. But you only get a couple of years with your kids before they get old, and then you feel the nostalgia of something you didn't really enjoy while it was happening. So for me, I think the weekends, I'm going to try to prioritize my kids more. I think that I'm making the effort, but I want to have better results for them because they deserve it. They're very amazing beings. And the time I give to my athletes and the quality of the communication, the relationship that I have with them, shouldn't come and overshadow that relationship I have with my kids, because it's very important for me to grow some healthy human beings, that won't lack that link with their father. And I have to challenge myself because it's all patience. And sometimes I have that fire in me, and it expresses itself good in sports and training because I just have to explode and everything goes better from there. But once you try to nurture some kids into being better than you did or you are, I think that you need to spend some quality times with them and not repeat the things that hurt you when you were young. So I'm really trying to take rest days when my kids are at home, and I think that the weeks are going to be a grind. So, Neo Genesis family, I really hope that you enjoy that small talk. If there's some, fathers, mothers, and my followers, and that those people are still trying to get better, reach better versions of themselves, as well as being better, parents, just let me know. Let's link on that. Let's talk about it. Let's make our generation a generation that is worth following. We have to deal with so many things in the world right now, but it all starts from our own living rooms. If we do our job properly, then we send our kids to the world, and then they will have a positive impact in it. And before you know it, the world's going to be a better place. But I think that it's all about passing it forward. It starts with one soul, you share it with another, and then it just grows. So my channel is not only just about lifting, getting bigger, and that's one part, but you just don't want to look good from the outside and be bad from the inside, all right? We want to be not only good, but also, and not only look good, but we want to be good from, inside, have a good inner self. So yes, guys, let me know in the comment what you think about that talk and about the video and the workout, and we'll see you in the next one.